Hey y'all, welcome back. Thank you for sticking with me again. So today we're going to go over part two for the 5 minutes we're going to debunk about forcing hair. Okay, so this video will be debunking about 5 minutes and we're gonna play a little game again called True or False. Watch till the end to learn how these myths affect your daily hair routines and you're not falling for the hype. Okay, there's so many myths going around the internet. It's about time that we get to the bottom of all of it. Okay? Alright, so now my name is Deborah and I'm also known as DJ and I am the licensed cosmetologist. I'm a salon owner. My school is located in the office table right in my head and I'm also a computer. So my focus is on educating the world on how to basically bridge the gaps between cosmetology, natural hair care, and protective styles, i.e. everything for C. Okay? So I'm just like trying to scroll down my phone. Now before we get into this video, I would like to mention that I am not alone in this mission. Okay? I do a individually speak called versatility. Basically giving back to the world to share more information about what's going on when it comes to basically natural hairstyle and braiding for Singapore. So for those who are familiar with BJHC, also known as the National Hairstyle Association, they offer licensed natural hair care professionals on a mission to preserve the legacy of natural hair through education and legislation. So we can just verify your education, training, and education in order to help build sustainable and safe beauty businesses for our clients, right? So the aim of this series is always seeking to increase solutions to educate and support the natural health industry or leading brand. And in order to do that, that means you have to join in on the conversation and basically help in order to be informed, to take these forms, these surveys, all that stuff. But one, you can get data about the community and the organizations that you serve. And if you have any questions, you can just go to my site, take the links for the survey, and you can help me go over the really appreciate it. Now, yes, we are going to be debunking for C hair myths today, but this video is geared towards those who wear braids, twists, locks, wigs, all that extensions. So if you're a hairstylist and you're finding it difficult to find anyone who has straight and natural hair or protective styles, this video is for you. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and just get right into it. We are going to do the game true or false. So let's go. Let's do the first one. 4C is the proper term for tightly textured hair. And unfortunately, sorry type. Okay? Many things determine your hair type. More than one thing determines your hair type. That would be the density, the texture, the type, the porosity. If there's a scalp condition there too, that's also going to play a role in how your hair is going to grow out as well. There's so many things that pertain to your hair type that you can't necessarily categorize it. So there's not a graph you can go to or a chart you can go to and just be like, that's me. There's no such thing. And because I'm a stylist, I get encountered with so many different styles. So many different hair types. From straight to curly to wavy to coily, baby. I know how to do it all. Okay. Because I've been encountered with so many different types of hair, I also noticed, especially for my 4C girlies, that there's more than one different type of curl pattern on the head anyway. Sometimes it's tighter in the middle, sometimes it's tighter in the front, sometimes it's tighter in the back, sometimes it's looser in just one section of the head. And sometimes if you do the same thing with the product on this side that you do on that side, let's say this side is higher density than this side, you're going to go crazy. So this is why 4C is not a proper term to describe your hair type, especially the curl community. Now, y'all probably gonna still run around and say 4C. That's okay. I use the term 4C not because it's the actual term that should be used, but because that's the only way I know I'm able to reach my audience. I know that's a term you'll understand, and I know when I mention 4C, you'll automatically know, oh wait, hey, that's me. Unfortunately now. Yeah, so basically Andre Walker became very famous about his chart and how he used it to help promote his products and targeted to the right demographic. And then other companies noticed it, they noticed what he did, and just basically adopted the same thing he did. To the point where now Design Essentials now offers something called Hair ID, and they also use the same 4C, ABC. So it's not your fault for running around with those terms 1 and 4C. It's not your fault, but it is your fault to stay in that bubble and not branch out and learn more about your hair, because it takes way more than just only this 4B to 4C. And honestly, that stuff doesn't work. I'm telling you, it doesn't. I'm pretty sure you bought products going according to the chart, and you still ain't find nothing that looks good for your hair. I know. Come get a consultation with me, baby. I'm helping you get your life right. Because then we'll talk all about you, your hair type, what works, what doesn't, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what you've been doing, what you're gonna do. We go deep, baby. We go so deep. Y'all learn terms and things that y'all never gonna hear. And you're not gonna get this stuff on YouTube. You only get this stuff from the super professionals who need to take that time, give you that undivided attention, and go deep about you. So, like I said, we'll have to pay for consultation. But there's no such thing as categorizing your hair type for anything. 180 person, a category to chart can take you so far. Okay? Like I said, porosity, density, texture, configuration, patterns and things, all of those play a role. Not just one thing, all of those play a role on how product is going to work, how your style is going to come out, if your hair is going to remain healthy before or after, all of the things, okay? So, just want to make sure I covered that before it's too late. Okay, so number 2, trimming hair makes it grow faster. That's actually false. Okay, so hair has its own growth phases. So hair is always growing on its own. Trimming hair helps reduce breakage, which slows down the hair loss process. So slowing down hair loss can create the illusion that the hair is growing faster, when really the hair is just inhealthy. So healthy hair does support hair growth. Okay, healthy hair does support hair growth, but trimming the hair does not necessarily initiate it. Okay? So moving on to number 3. Stress creates gray hair. That's false. Now, stress has nothing to do with gray hairs. Okay? Gray hair is hair that has lost its pigment and is normally associated with aging. Okay? The loss of pigment in the hair increases as a person ages. seen teenagers with gray hair, okay? But it's not necessarily because of stress. It's because of I believe they call it dekeratinization of the hair. So hormonally, that could play a role, and as you age, that could play a role no matter how young you are. All right. I know 20-year-olds with grays and they're stress free. It's not about stress. That's nothing to do with stress. But if you're stressing, stop stressing. Okay, so now number 3. I gotta stop putting my finger in freaking. Number 3 is co-washing. Co-washing is healthy for the hair. I'm gonna repeat that in case you didn't hear me. Co-washing is healthy for the hair. The answer to that is false. Okay? Now, doing this too often while skipping the shampoo process will create more buildup in the hair. The shampoo process is necessary to strip the hair clean. Conditioner is meant to moisturize the hair after it has been stripped and cleansed from the shampoo prior. So neglecting the shampoo process will cause the hair not to get clean and may cause issues on both the hair and the scalp. Okay? So I understand there's so many trends and new methods that show up on the internet out there. Please do your due diligence to use discernment when you are trying these new things. Conditioners are a cream, their emollients are pretty thick, and when applied to the hair and the skin and not necessarily rinsed out properly, they can suffocate, which can create further issues. I would know because I am eczema free 4 years now, and prior to that, conditioner used to be my best friend. Okay, so take it from someone who understands how thick creams and oils can actually negatively affect your skin rather than help it, especially when done on a consistent basis. Like all the time, baby, you're gonna accumulate addiction. Trust me, I'm telling you, in this heat and humidity in Miami too, don't even try it. So, now the next one, I believe we are on number, I think that's 4. Let's do number 5 now. So, hair must be washed once a month. Y'all, my 4C girlies, I need you to listen to me loud and clear. If you wasn't listening for the entire vid, please start listening now, okay? This is true and false, okay? So why I say this, hair must be washed once a month is true and false is because although shampooing and conditioning the hair is necessary, not doing so often can create an environment in the scalp that contains buildup, creates bacteria, and may be more susceptible to requiring a scalp condition or making the current scalp condition worse if you already have one. So not washing your hair and scalp often also increases dryness, which is a whole nother long story you don't want to experience. Like I said, I have 4 years eczema free, and it was in my scalp, it was on my skin everywhere, it was everywhere. So, because African American hair, 4C hair, is coarse, I don't like that word, thick, it is suggested that we wash our hair every 7 to 10 days, up to once a month, depending on the condition of the scalp and the hair and the style you're wearing, but preferably at least twice a month. If you do have a scalp condition like dandruff or dry scalp, which are 2 completely different things, we'll talk about that in another video, it is highly recommended to shampoo your hair every 7 to 10 days, and with a medicated shampoo referred by your dermatologist. That was a mouthful. But a lot of the time I see we use the excuse of wearing a style to not wash our hair. Well, guess what? At one point I used to wear it all the time for 12 years straight. But it was back to back. You could say the 3 years prior to me having alopecia areata, I had a whole like a no hair here. It was like a downside. I had no hair behind my ear as well, and I was like scratch and like I could turn and flakes would just. And I'm still healing my hairline, as you can see too, because of all of the trauma. And if you were to see what I've seen with my scalp monitor, my scalp magnifier, believe she is, there's bruising under the layer of my skin, which is why I could understand I have to. It's going to take a while before my hairline comes back. I'm talking about all these things because I've done it. I tell people, when I'm educating you, don't give me feelings. I'm not coming at you. Whatever you done, I've done times 10. Okay? And then times that like 10 again. Okay? I've always done my hair my entire life. Since age of 6, I did my hair. My mother blessed me with the freedom to do that. And because I have the freedom to do that, I also have the freedom to make mistakes. So baby, all the mistakes that I made, I didn't leave them as mistakes. I took the opportunity to take those mistakes and understand, learn from them, and teach others about how to either prevent or heal the issue if they've gone through it. Okay, I believe that's why God put me through what He put me through. And it is my job to be able to spread the gospel about the truth on how to take care of our hair, because when you think about it, there ain't much people who really know about how to deal with, whether it's a mark form, whether it's a loose natural, whether it's just a big chop, whether it's twist, system, it don't matter. Not much people know how to deal with that. And the most not much people understand that or understand it well enough to teach it. Many people know how to style it, many people have encountered it, right? Many people have lived with it, but not many people truly understand the science and the art behind it. So that's what I'm taking the time to do. Spreading the gospel is what I call it. I'm not wasting time anymore. If I get a phone call, my son comes up in here with booger of his nose, y'all just want to see it, okay? So this was video 2. Stay tuned for part 3 because we're going to dive into some more, alright?